Good morning, students. I hope that you all are keeping well. Stay at home and stay safe. So, today I, Bhavna Joshua, will take your class, and today we will study about chapter number 13, kinds of sentences. So, today's topic is kinds of sentences. As you have studied in previous classes also, that there are mainly four type of sentences. So we will study today about these sentences. So there are four kinds of sentences. You can see here four kinds of sentences. There are four types of sentences. First is declarative sentences, that is to give information or make an assertion. That means this statement shows that declarative sentence make a statement or some kind of observation, assertion. So, for example, she drives a red scooter. She rides extremely well. She does not drive a red scooter and she does not ride very well. So, in declarative sentences, there are two types of sentences. First is affirmative sentence and second is negative sentence. So, in under the heading of declarative sentences, there are two types. Declarative sentences are of two types, that is affirmative sentence, which says that these sentences simply say or state something. For example, I like to eat mangoes. Clear sentence? That means it simply says or states something that I like to eat mangoes. And in negative form, the another type is this. These sentences expresses negative meaning. For example, I do not go to school. This is a negative sentence. So, in declarative sentences, it tells us declarative sentences make statement or some kind of observation. Declarative sentences are of two types. First is affirmative and second is negative. You can see here affirmative sentences, that means she drives a red scooter, and negative sentences is she does not drive a red scooter. She rides well, she rides extremely well, and she does not ride very well. Now, we'll move to interrogative sentences. Here, interrogative sentences are used to ask questions. That means the WH word, such as what, where, who, whom, which, and so on. So, an interrogative sentences ask a question and is formed by putting the auxiliary verb before the noun or by beginning the sentences with WH word and ending it with a question mark. Here also you can see, does she drive a red scooter? And do you think she rides well? So here it starts the sentences with the auxiliary verb and it ends with a question mark. Next is imperative sentences. Imperative sentences to give instructions or order. Now, imperative sentences expresses request, command, advice, suggestions, instructions, and orders. For example, go to your room. Command, please don't call me. Request. So, imperative sentences are those sentences which are used to express request, command, advice, or suggestions, instructions, or order. So, here you can see drive straight and turn left. This is a instruction. Boil the water for 10 minutes. This is also instruction. You drive straight and turn left, it can be a order. Or boil water for 10 minutes, it can be a order. So, exclamatory sentence is used to express strong feeling. Now, exclamatory sentences express sudden, strong feeling like surprise, delight, disgust, and grief. For example, you can say here, how wonderful this melody is. Delight, and what an awful experience. So, these are some strong feelings. These exclamatory sentences are used to express sudden, strong feelings. So, next we move to positive and negative sentences. Any type of sentence can either be positive sentence or a negative sentence. In positive sentence, information is given without the use of words like no, never, not, none, etc. Whereas a negative sentence uses these words to convey information. So please remember, student, in positive and negative sentences, positive sentences, information is given without the use of the word like no, never, not, none, etc. Whereas in negative sentences uses these words like no, never, not, none to convey the information. So first we will see negative sentences. The form you can see, not or nt, an apostrophe t comes after the auxiliary verb and join with it when we speak. So you can see do not, or you can use the word don't. Don't means do not. It is the short form of do not that is used as don't. Was not, wasn't. Has not, hasn't. So these are the negative form of the sentences. So let's see further other negative words. Please pay attention. Other negative words, here it has been written clearly. Let's see. Not many, not much, nothing, no way, never, no one, nobody. Few, seldom, little, rarely, hardly, scarcely, neither, nor. So pay attention to the position of the apostrophe. Were not, weren't, had not, hadn't, and did not, didn't. Please see the apostrophe where it has been put. After the word N, you put an apostrophe and the last word will be T. So, here exercise A has been given. I want that you should do it by your own with some other sentences. But here I want to explain you this. Express approval. So you have to make a positive sentence. Express approval means you did a good job. Now, second number is express sympathy. Don't worry. God will heal you fast. So, here expressing the sympathy to the person concerned who is ill. Don't worry. God will heal you fast. Next, thank someone. Thanks for your love and concern. So here we are thanking somebody. Thanks for your love and concern. Please mention R here. Ask for information without a question. Means you want an information and you don't want to ask a question. So you will use may. May I know your good name, please? So here the person is asking an information without a question. Information has been asked that may I know your good name, please? Now promise to do something. That you are promising that I will do something. Now please see, I have written one example. I will help you to understand this exercise. So here I am promising you to do something. That means I will help you to understand this exercise. Next is predict. What is the meaning of predict? To say about something which is going to happen in future. So predict something, that means you can say the prediction of rain has been done, that tomorrow it will rain heavily with thunderstorm. So I have written here, it may rain in the evening. That means doing the prediction or announcement that it may going to be rain, it may rain in the evening. Now giving advice someone. Advise someone. That means you should do exercise regularly. You should do exercise regularly. You are giving advice to someone that you should do exercise regularly. Inform someone. Now information has to be given to somebody. So you can inform like this, your blood report has come. So here are some of the words and you have to write positive sentences. I have written this, but I want that you should go through these exercises and make your own sentences in your own words. So let's see another thing as we come on interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences or questions end with a question mark. We always know, students, that an interrogative sentences always end with the question mark. Interrogative sentences are used to ask questions and which starts with an auxiliary verb before a noun and WH. We start usually the sentence with WH and end with the question mark. So here an interrogative sentences ask a question and is formed by putting the auxiliary verb before the noun. So please see here. Compare the form as given in the table below. You can see here the declarative sentences, question or interrogative sentences, and change in the form. For example, first see the declarative sentence, they are tired. Now change it into an interrogative sentence, are they tired? Ends with the question mark. And now change in the form, inversion of subject and auxiliary. As I am telling you, an interrogative sentence is formed by putting an auxiliary verb before the noun. Here you can see. And declarative sentences are the sentences that make statement or some kind of observation. That means to give information or to make assertion. So, inversion of subject and auxiliary has been changed in this sentence. Here you can see the auxiliary verb has came first and then it has been used in interrogative sentence. Now see the declarative sentence. It will be a simple sentence. She was born in the year 2005. Now another type of interrogative sentence which start with WH word. It may be what, where, who, whom, which and so on. So here especially WH is used. So please see, when was she born? Auxiliary verb has been, here you can see was is an auxiliary verb and it has been placed before a noun she. As are has been verb, auxiliary verb, and it has been placed before the noun they. Now inversion of subject and auxiliary has been changed in the two sentences. Declarative sentences, noun will come first. Interrogative sentences, auxiliary verb, putting the auxiliary verb before the noun. So here next example, declarative sentence, it grows in the tropics. So here you can see immediately the WH question, interrogative sentence, where does it grow? Does is a verb and it has been placed before or this noun it. So insertion of auxiliary. Here inversion of subject and auxiliary was done. First sentence and second is same. Now here insertion of auxiliary has been done. He worked sincerely. So he is the subject. Now we see how did he work. Noun is here and we can see how did he work ends with the question mark. Before he we have placed the verb. Insertion of auxiliary is here, did. Now they returned early because they had a flight to catch. Why did they return early? Now here inversion with insertion of auxiliary, you can see did. Now we come to negative questions. Negative questions, as I have told you, negative sentences are used to express negative meaning. For example, I do not go to school. I do not like to play. So here negative questions, you can see the form auxiliary verb plus subject plus not plus verb or adjective you can use. So you can see here first one, are they not coming after all? So auxiliary verb plus subject plus not plus verb has been used. So here also you can see, am I not being clear? Am I not being clear? Auxiliary verb, subject, not, verb has been used. Will they not come and visit us? So again, third sentence, auxiliary verb plus subject plus not plus verb or adjective. We have used here verb. So let's see the another form. As we have seen the negative form, it is very easy for you to understand. If you understand that negative means the sentence that express the negative meaning. Now second number. What happens when the sentence change into interrogative to negative? Question word, WH question plus auxiliary verb plus not plus verb. See, WH question, where did she not go on her trip? WH question word, auxiliary verb, then not, and then verb. Why do you not go to Greece anymore? Question word WH plus auxiliary verb plus not plus verb. So this is the second form of negative sentence. Third one, has have plus subject plus not plus past participle. You can see, have they not been well? Have, as you can see, first come plus subject they plus not, been well, past participle. Next, has Sarah not eaten any food at all today? Has plus subject Sarah plus not plus past participle eaten any food at all today. Next comes to imperative sentences. As I have told you, imperative sentences are the sentences that are used to express request, command, advice, suggestions, instructions and orders. So, let's see imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are used to give an order, give a piece of advice or warning, make a request. Is, you can see, give an order. Example has been given for you. I will also give some examples. Please see, give an order is step forward. Give an order means step forward. Given the order, step forward. Now give a piece of advice or warning. Never disturb a beehive. It is advice as well as a warning also, that if you will disturb a beehive, definitely the bees will come and they will sting you. Make a request. Please lend me a book for a day. Please lend me a book for a day. So make a request. So this is what I am telling you, that imperative sentences are used to give order, instructions, request, command, advices and suggestion. For example, one more example I can give you. For the word command or order, go to your room or go to your class is a order or a command. And when you request, please don't call me, or please lend me your pen for a day. So this is a request. Now note, you can see the imperative sentences uses the base form of verb or the bare infinitive, but the you is implied. For example, keep your room clean. Who will keep the room clean? You will keep the room clean. Though it has not been given, but it is understood that who will keep the room clean. It is indicating to you that you keep your room clean. Second one, do not walk on the grass. That means you don't walk on the grass. It is telling that you is implied. Though it has not been shown in the sentence, you is implied. Sometimes you is hidden and rest of the sentence has been given, and you have been asked to rewrite the sentence. What you will do? Keep your room clean. Immediately when you have to change the thing into imperative and the subject is not available, who is ordered to keep the room clean? You. You keep your room clean. You do not walk on the grass. Command. Order. So this is all about imperative sentences. So once again, students, I want to tell you that there are 4 types of sentences. The sentences can be divided into 4 types on the basis of their meaning. That is, first is declarative sentence. Declarative sentences make statement or some kind of observation. They are of 2 types: affirmative sentences and negative sentences. Affirmative sentences are these sentences simply say or state something. For example, I like to eat mangoes. In negative sentences, these sentences express a negative meaning. For example, I do not go to school. Second number is interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences ask a question and is formed by putting the auxiliary verb before a noun or by beginning the sentence with WH word, that is what, where, who, whom, which and so on, and ending it with a question mark. For example, don't you like reading? Next comes in exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence are used to express sudden strong feelings like surprise, delight, disgust or grief. Interrogative sentences or questions ends with a question mark, and exclamatory sentences always ends with an exclamation mark. For example, how beautiful is the day? Ends with a exclamation mark. What a beautiful sight! Ends with a exclamation mark. What a beautiful view of the mountains! That means ends with a exclamation mark. So next comes imperative. The 4th sentence is imperative sentences which are used to express requests, commands, advice, suggestion, instructions and orders. So in such subject, in imperative sentence, students, remember here the note has been given, but I will tell you, in such sentences the subject is invariable. The second person is pronoun, that is you, which is generally implied in the sentence. For example, go to your room. Who will go to the room? You will go to your room. Please don't call me. Who will not call? You will not call. So, you is implied, which generally it implies. So, this is all about the kinds of sentences. I hope that you have understood this chapter, and soon we will meet at school and we will do the revision work. I will send you the exercises that has been done in the book and some information regarding this chapter. Thank you.